All right, hey guys, I'm going to do a quick thing here on probability and chance. This is from Everyday Math. This is lesson 2.6, right? And when we discuss chance, it's something that's really common. Even though you might not realize it, you look at chance because chance has to do with typical everyday things going on, happening. What's the chance that something will happen or not? So I think probably most commonly everybody checks the weather, and because we all want to know what's the chance of rain. If you literally go on to weather.com or another such weather station, you can click and open up your city or your town and give you the 10-day forecast. And part of the information that's always posted where it says is chance of precipitation. We want to know whether or not it's going to rain or sleet or snow, and they'll give you your information as a percent, like in here. And I actually just checked earlier today, and earlier today the chance of precipitation was actually 0. They literally said it was not going to rain. But tonight, percent chance of rain was 20%. And that gives me the ability to make decisions as to what I want to do, whether or not we still have practice or whatever the case. But we use chance and probability all the time, every day. You just don't necessarily realize what you're doing, that you're using probability. But it's information that we use to make decisions about other parts of our life. And chance can be expressed like a synonym in different ways. We can use percent, we can use decimals, we can use a word, or we can use fractions. And really, depending on our goals, we will choose one of those methods to express our number. It's a lot like using the word good, but if I want to express it maybe in a different way, I could use a synonym and say something's fantastic. So synonyms in math, they exist too. We just use different ways to express numbers in order to generate certain feelings or certain thoughts into whoever it is we're talking to. And so a great example would be like going to a carnival or a boardwalk where you see people that are trying to get you to play their game. And they might get you to feel real good about their game because of the way they express your chance of winning. And they may say to you something like, step right up, step right up. You got 1 in 5 chance to win. For every 5 players, we're gonna have a winner. For every 5 players, you're gonna have a winner. And so you look around and you might say, hey, I feel pretty good about this one. But if you actually use this resource from Everyday Math, 1 in 5 chance, that's 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 is not even close to up here. It's not even here at 50-50. 1 out of 5, as I go down and I find that fraction right here on my meter. If I were to say the very same thing, a 1 out of 5 chance, or even better, let's say 1 out of 4 chance, right up here. If I were to say that very same thing using a different synonym for that number, 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 4, if I stood up there and said, step right up, you're very unlikely to win my game. It's unlikely you're going to win my game, but come on and play anyway. You're not going to have that same feeling of, I could pull this one off. But really that's what they're saying to you. All right, so if we use these resources and we use our head, the numbers and the words that are expressed to us, we can make sense out of them, leave the feelings behind, and you just make sense out of whether or not you want to play a game or you want to do this activity or you don't want to do that activity. Okay, so 1 out of 5 would be essentially very unlikely, and would also be basically a 20% chance of winning. Well, if you're winning only a 20% chance, the guy running that game has an 80% chance to win. You hear it like that, it might make more sense to keep your money in your wallet. Right? In fact, I often get 5th graders that use the term likely a lot. Likely, very unlikely, extremely likely. They use that a lot because they feel good about an event happening. And the truth is, you are never to use the word likely in any sort unless your chances of winning are better than 50-50. You may use the word likely only when you have a better chance of winning than the person or people you're going against. Okay? When your chances are better than anything else, That are the only times that you're allowed to use some version of the word likely. Otherwise, beyond that, you got to work with the words unlikely. Tomorrow, I looked at weather.com, and it said that tomorrow there is a 60% chance of rain. Well, 60% chance is better than half, and so I'm finally able to use the word likely. It is likely that it's going to rain. Okay, so please be careful when you use these meters, and really, to get the most out of this, we're going to try and choose the correct vocabulary and the correct percents that match the fractions. And that's it. All right, have a good one.